think back to the last time you heard of a physicist or even a theoretical physicist, and think about what you pictured that person to look like. Hi, my name is John Daniels, and I'm going to tell you about Stephen Hawking. He's both a physicist and a person that I greatly admire. I'm going to, in particular, talk about three particular points about him. First, I'm going to talk about his career and some of his attitudes towards his work. Secondly, I'm going to talk about his debilitating illness that he's had to suffer through for many, many years of his life. And third, I'm just going to touch on some of the recognitions that he's received for the things he's accomplished in life. First, Mr. Hawking is well known as a theoretical physicist, meaning that he sits around and comes up with ideas and lets other people prove or disprove those. Sounds like kind of a great job at times. Well, most scientists in that position would hope that everything they theorize is proven to be correct. This person, however, feels that if in certain situations a theory may need to be disproven, then it should, so that they can go back to the drawing board, so to speak, and rethink it. In particular, there's a large experiment being conducted in Europe, and Mr. Hawking has stated that he really hopes that they don't find what they're looking for, so they get a chance to kind of rethink everything. Additionally, he's placed several bets with people, usually for $100, about whether or not a theory will be correct or not. Recently, he lost a bet because he changed his approach to something and actually caused himself to lose $100. However, Mr. Hawking hasn't always had such a great life. When he was in college, originally for his bachelor's degree, he found out that he had something called Lou Gehrig's disease. And since then, this disease has been taking its course through his body, causing him to lose motor skills to the point where currently he can't move at all, he's wheelchair bound, and he has to use a computer basically to speak. So really he can't do much on his own. Now, despite this illness, he's stated in the past that he's very glad that with his job, he's able to actually continue working without having to give even that up. Additionally, he stated that he's very glad that the disease has taken its toll very slowly, so that he can live, as he said, a very good life and to have a beautiful family. Now, despite his illness and taking into account his various accomplishments throughout his career, several groups and individuals around the world have really tried to recognize his accomplishments. The recognitions have come in the form of the Presidential Medal of Honor, which is the highest award that a civilian can get. He was presented that in 2009 by Barack Obama, along with 11 others. In addition to that, he has had a museum named after him in South America, and he's had Cambridge name a building after him to kind of commemorate his life as well as the fact that he's been a faculty member there for a long time, and that he grew up there in that area going to college there. So in conclusion, hopefully next time you hear the word theoretical physicist or physicist, you don't picture someone in a lab coat doing lots of fancy, costly experiments, but you instead think of someone who may be suffering through a lot in their life, and that maybe all they have left is work, or maybe their work allows them to continue through that disease, or through that illness, or through that handicap. Thank you for your time.
Yeah. Get the painful recording number. I brought a small prop with me.
Let me reset.